This week is National Infant Immunization Week. 27 First News reporter Alex George talked with a doctor here in the Valley about the importance of protecting infants with vaccines, and she joins us live in the studio now with what she learned. Alex.
Dan, according to the CDC, in the 1950s, most kids developed measles. It was something that was fairly common. Now, many doctors rarely see a case of measles, and doctors credit immunizations for that success. I talked with Dr. Mike Sevilla with the Family Practice Center in Salem, and he explained that because of vaccines, infants and children can now be protected against 14 vaccine-preventable diseases, including measles, mumps, even chickenpox. Now, coming up in just about 25 minutes, he'll explain why the timing of when you get that vaccine is so important. Live in the studio, Alex George, First News This Morning.
Healthcare professionals are coming together this week to promote the importance of vaccinations.
27 First News reporter Alex George joins us live now in studio to tell us about National Infant Immunization Week. Alex.
Dan and Chelsea, this week, National Infant Immunization Week, it highlights the importance of immunizing young children. I talked with Dr. Mike Sevilla with the Family Practice Center of Salem, and he says a lot of new parents have questions about vaccines, and it can be overwhelming for them. He says because of vaccines, infants and children are now protected from 14 vaccine-preventable diseases before the age of 2, including measles, mumps, chickenpox, and polio. He explained it's important to start vaccines for your child early.
There's a lot of hospitalizations, there's a lot of illness, there's a lot of deaths in that very early age group, and the best way we can prevent that is with vaccines.
Now, this can be a controversial topic among parents. Dr. Sevilla says there's still a lot of misinformation on the internet about vaccines. And coming up at 6, he will talk about some of these myths associated with vaccines. Plus, I'll tell you about a vaccine clinic happening this morning right here in the Valley. Live in the studio, Alex George, First News This Morning.
Healthcare professionals are coming together this week to promote the importance of vaccinations. 27 First News reporter Alex George joins us live now in studio to tell us about National Infant Immunization Week. Alex.
Chelsea, this week highlights the importance of immunizing young children. According to the CDC, in the 1950s, most kids had measles. Now, many doctors rarely see a case of the measles, and they credit immunizations for that success. Now, it's a topic that's controversial among parents. Dr. Mike Sevilla says that there are a lot of myths and misinformation on the internet, including some parents think that diseases like measles and mumps are long gone, that they don't need the vaccinations. But remember, there was a mumps outbreak in Ohio just back in 2014. Coming up in just about 25 minutes, Dr. Mike Sevilla will talk about other common questions and myths that he gets in his office about vaccines. Live in the studio, Alex George, First News This Morning.
Doctors say there are still a lot of myths about immunizations that prevent parents from protecting their children.
27 First News reporter Alex George talked with a local doctor about what's true and what's not. She joins us live now in the studio with that information. Alex.
Dan and Chelsea, this week is National Infant Immunization Week, and doctors and healthcare professionals are coming together to help promote and inform the public about vaccines. Dr. Mike Sevilla from the Family Practice Center of Salem says that he gets a lot of questions from parents about vaccines, and it's something that can be overwhelming, especially for new parents. He explained that there's still a lot of misinformation on the internet about vaccines. Many parents worry that vaccines cause autism and other disorders, but he says that there have been many studies done that show your risk of getting autism is not any different if you got the vaccine or not. He also said parents are concerned with what's in the vaccine.
There's some parents who, believe that there are some preservatives in the vaccines like thimerosal that may harm their child. That was a concern many, many years ago, but there's thimerosal-free vaccinations now.
He says another common myth is that it's best to wait until kids are older before starting vaccines. He says vaccine schedules are designed to protect the most vulnerable from the disease. And if you wait, you may miss the window of when the kids are most vulnerable. He says it's best to talk to your doctor about the best schedule that's right for you and your family. Now, there is actually an immunization clinic in Mahoning County happening today. The Mahoning County District Board of Health will have appointments available starting at 8:15 this morning. I'll have information about cost and how you can make an appointment over on our website, WKBN.com. Live in the studio, Alex George, First News This Morning.